Hey yo, this is another video, so let's go. All right, this video is about um, how certain people in the music industry will be put in certain places to take another artist's place because they didn't want to go with what the industry wanted for them. So this video is like a dual muse. I'm speaking of Whitney Houston and Chad Pimp C Butler. Um, so the reason why I say this, I'm gonna get right to the point. Um, I remember a while back seeing this video on YouTube to where Chad, Pimp C was getting interviewed by this guy, and he was saying about how a certain producer been taking my like the 808s and the claps. Like, of course, that's in the if you know about that drum machine, it's on the drum machine, but nobody really was using that type of how he was using it and mixing it how he was mixing it. So this is after the fact. So this is after like what all this has went down. So he was speaking of Jermaine Dupri and with Mariah Carey. But now if you look closely, okay, now if you look closely, you'll see Jermaine Dupri with Whitney Houston. So if you're seeing that, that means they work together. But if you I'm gonna read it, and so you can see it too. In this, in the studio below right, Houston and producer Jermaine Dupri recording one of her final singles, "Never Give Up," in 2007. The cut wasn't released until after her death. Now, so that's what they kind of do. Like, I remember Prince said the same thing. What I just read. He's like he has a whole stock, a whole library of his music. This is out of his own mouth while he was saying this. He said, "You'll probably get it after I die, because they won't be able to come out because they have to, the labels have to make money on your success after you pass away too also." So, I was bringing that part up because the funniest thing now I've been in the location of where Whitney Houston has passed and where Pimp C has passed too. So the funniest thing is about it, they're like only like 2 miles apart away from each other. They both passed away in hotels. But I'm gonna give you the addresses so you can look it up on GPS and see how close they are. Oh, right in the middle of me filming, like right when I paused it the last time, just now, like a bee, like right when I paused it, a bee just flew in the area and just flew towards me, like right when I was getting ready to go to with the addresses. I just wanted to show you this. It's like, but like, and the funniest thing, I'm gonna add this to the video, of course. In the ninth arch, it says bees buzzing. That means they're actually like you have a family of bees, like a whole bunch of bees, right? One by itself is not really any trouble, but a whole bunch of them together because they're communicating. So when they're communicating, the ancestors are communicating to me. Wow, 432 just passed. 432 megahertz is at a high frequency. So when you be able to have something like that happen, ancestors, Whitney Houston, she really wanted me to shoot this video. I'm gonna get to the addresses, the real addresses, I'm gonna get to the addresses, but that was just like I was just sitting here and the beat just flew on the table where I'm sitting at, and just got on my. I put my hand out and it walked up to my hand. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. But that it just like you have the queen bee, where I always look at Whitney Houston as Maat. Maat is Nuit in the Book of the Law. But it's something you can go look up on your own. The book is by Aleister Crowley, but I'm gonna keep going. So, okay, here we go. All right, the Beverly Hilton. Okay, that's where Whitney Houston is. Where her physical body, she left her physical body at, is 9876 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. 555 is the current Necronomicon, Ashe. Pimp C, Chad Butler. The Mondrian, Los Angeles, 8440 Sunset Boulevard, West Hollywood, California, 90069. Well, he's actually across the street from the, I think it's a Laugh Factory. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I remember right. But yeah, the hotel is 8400, 8440. Okay, and the funny thing is, like I said when I was there, I got a video with for both of them, Whitney Houston and Pimp C. 84 or 84s, like he's always talking about the 84 Barrettes. It's a Cadillac, the 84 Barrettes with them 84s. So like, but anyway, if you know, you know. So, but yeah. So when I was talking about Jermaine Dupri, how Pimp C was in an interview, how he was, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna put the link to that. If I gotta find it, when I do find it, I'm gonna put the link so you see what I'm talking about, who he was talking about, who Pimp C was talking about. If I'm not mistaken, he either said Jermaine Dupri or he said these producers nowadays, you know, they making these R&B hits, and making R&B hits with my style. He said, like Pimp C used to always say, like he said it in the song. He said you can use my style, but you gonna pay me a fee. You know, he was talking to Sean Paul from the Young Bloods. Got my own people. People was upset. He was back in the day. If you listen to him, he sounds just like Pimp C, just from Atlanta. But anyway, let's keep going. All right. So on the production tip, that whole style he was using. He was making it known right before his passing that you know, always say whatever somebody says before their passing, that's exactly how they felt. And you can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna just say this is what they wanted to say. No, then you coming up with what you want them to say, and that's going against what the muse brought for the people to get to have. So now I realize, now think about this. Now you see this, and they said right here, this song was, this cut wasn't released until after her death, right? So what if, now they tell me, they was telling me, I'm posing it as a what if to y'all out there, but they told me Pimp C and Whitney Houston that they working together outside of this place that we can't see them. That's it. Like they're working together, like music wise. He's making some music, like because the music he produced for Whitney didn't come out, they working on some stuff right now that we, you know, of course, it's not for the physical world, you know, to hear, but it's gonna come through somehow. It's gonna seep in. The way it comes in is gonna be the way it come in. That's how the ancestors work, just like that. Our highly melanated people, the people that were in bodies, muses. Just be like they're strong here when they're able to make the music, but they're even stronger when they're outside of their body. That's what we don't realize. Like when you go to funerals or whatever, do not cry. I have a video talking about not crying and etiquette at a funeral. I was reading out of the Tibetan Book of the Dead at the time. It was about a few years ago, but I have a video talking about that. So like this. These two addresses right here, They're actually about like 2 or 3 miles away from each other, and it was so funny like how that video is that I ended up making for both of them. And I didn't realize at the time they was like, yeah, we doing some stuff outside of the physical realm, and it's like it's really sounding good. So I'm like, man, I would love to hear that. You know what I'm saying? How it's gonna come out, but it could come out of it could come through like look at it like this. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna specifically go who is it gonna come through. But all I'm gonna say is the music they can put together. It can come through another artist and another producer and another format. You see, understand where I'm coming from? But I understand something, but I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say nothing because like I just something just hit me just now in my head. Like don't say nothing. So, but like I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is what I'm saying. And like he wouldn't have this. And the funny thing is, Jermaine Dupri ended up working with her, on that on this album, like you know what I was talking about. So they was like talking about, and really that was on the Prince of Egypt soundtrack. They was working together. But Maat is in Egyptian mythology, Kemetic mythology, or Kemetic mythology or Egyptian mythology. Now with the case with that being, now I wanted to pose something. Now this, I feel like she wasn't even supposed to be in that song with her. I feel like it was supposed to have been Aaliyah at the time of. Now Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, she said, man, she really loved Aaliyah's first album before the second one even came. Her second album she did with Missy and Timbaland. Reason why I say the first one because I don't look at the one she did with R. Kelly because she told me not to get. Aaliyah told me not to get that album. He said, "Don't get that album. Just don't get it." So I was looking for all her albums. I got the last two, but I didn't get that first one where R. Kelly produced it. So she said, "Just don't get that one. Just get the 12 times 12 is 144,000. 144,000. 12 angels times 12 gates. If you pay attention and you understand, I talked about that in my other videos, but I'm gonna keep it going though. But yeah, Aaliyah means in Hebrew most exalted one. So, but yeah, let's keep it going. But Whitney Houston said she was loving the work that Timbaland and Missy did with Aaliyah, and she would love to do some work with them. So I was thinking like, what if we had took out Mariah Carey and ended up putting Aaliyah up here next to her, put Aaliyah right here next to Whitney Houston, and they had did some work together. I mean, cause like if you look at it now, Maat, like I said, is Egyptian mythology, right? And Aaliyah, she was Queen of the Damned. She in a movie, Queen of the Damned. She was Akasha. Akasha was an Egyptian vampire that was bitten by a male. A male, mel, is means melanin. So that was this book that I was told by Bobby Hemmett. The certain book you can find a male in. That's where the author of the Vampire Diaries, Anne Rice. Yeah, Anne Rice is her name. Anne Rice. She got the actual deitess Akasha and a male from. But like now I was looking at this too. Also, you have Whitney Houston, Queen of the Night. Right here you have Queen of the Night. Which, this is the video. You can find it on YouTube too. Also, this was a song she had sang in the movie, and there's actually a music video on YouTube. Queen of the Night, and Aaliyah was Queen of the Damned. That's why they were both looked at as Maiatic deitesses or goddesses. So Maat, the number 22. Aaliyah, she passed at 22. Whitney Houston, she died on February the 11th out of her physical body. So both of them. So the number 22, when 2 times 11 is 22. So when the industry does something like that in a ritual format to where people don't understand it, you got to look at the numbers and letters and where people pass that and all these different things to even be able to conceptualize the breakdown of what they even trying to do. Like I'm into a lot of different things that they know everybody else wouldn't be into. So that's why I get the hands-on or the heads up from my ancestors because of what I'm into, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So you see the Queen of the Night and the Queen of the Damned, and the ultimate queen, or is Nuit or Maat. Nuit, N-U-I-T, or Maat, M-A-A-T. Maat, like you said, I'm every woman. All right, as you can see, Shaka Khan and Whitney Houston. I'm every woman. So every woman as in Maat. And if you look at the mythology of Maat, she's every female deitess or goddess in every pantheon. Like you have like the great mother in every pantheon or every mythology. So when you have a female in every mythology, their traits, or there's a trickle down from Ma'at, and like they would be like another one like Sekhmet. You will have Seshat. You will have Aset, Nephthys, Isis, Aset. So like those would be corresponding with Ma'at. So when she says I'm every woman, there's like a bloodline, a flow of things. So it was a break in the flow of the bloodline when they put Mariah Carey on the Prince of Egypt soundtrack. So now what if I kept saying, like, because you already had, they know what they do, but like those two forces together, Whitney Houston and Aaliyah together, that's something they wouldn't have been able to take. So having those two together like that, the visualization of a people that's mainly visual, I'm talking about human beings, mainly visual people, seeing that could change the dynamics of a lot of things going around in the world. So that's why you have to have things off like that. They'll have an actor with that's married to a white female. I don't care who's watching this video. This is for my people only. So you see what I'm talking about. So like, so that's why I say when I say that, even Adolf Hitler said, no mixture of race, no race mixing, because he wasn't who we thought he was. Just because somebody makes somebody a villain in the public eye doesn't mean what they're doing isn't righteous, or what they're doing isn't the right thing. All right. So I just wanted to end this video off right now, just showing you how powerful muses are and can and will be outside of their body, because they're reaching higher heights. The only thing is, this is the funny and tricky part. They need the people to come along with them, because if they're not been able, they stand with the same old mode of thinking or the same old music, then the muse surpasses and they move at a faster pace, and we don't catch up to them because we just stuck on the physical. All right, the path of the serpent, number 19. Kill God. God don't love highly melanated people. God don't love so-called black people. I have proven and shown it plenty of times, you know what I'm saying, numerous times. So like, kill God. God don't love highly melanated people. I'm gonna stay with that. Nigga, you better lay low.